Hi, today I'm going to show you how to prune a Japanese maple. Quite often people are very hesitant, not knowing which branches to cut. Is it safe to cut? When's the best time? Well, honestly, you can prune a Japanese maple any time of the year other than if you're in an area that gets severe frost. You don't want to cut, as you may get some winter dieback where the ends of the tips die off. Ultimately, the best time to prune your tree is very early spring, before the buds open up. That way you can look at the structure of the tree and be very selective in your cutting. The reason I've left this tree beside me to open up and leaf out is so that you can see what I do and how I go about cutting the branches to give it a nice shape. What I always strive for is to get the characteristic of a beautiful, full-grown tree, regardless of the size. Now, for example, this one beside me is approximately 10 years old in the container, and it already has a beautiful structure to it. And once I start trimming the branches, you'll see how it all comes into shape. Most importantly, and this is something you'll want to invest in, is a good set of pruners. I've got this pair of Felcos, not that I want to advertise for them at all, but I've had this pair for 35 years. Other than sharpening the blade regularly every spring, this has never let me down, and it makes very clean, precise cuts, which is what you want. So I'm going to start trimming the tree, and I'll give a play-by-play as I go. Okay, we'll take a quick visual. Notice how we've got a bit of extra height here coming up. It's a bit heavier on the right side. Well, I'll make the first cut. And remember, rule number one, never hesitate if you're going to make a cut, because ultimately the tree will grow back. See this top branch? I'm going to go right down and trim it right to the next set of leaves. There we go. I'll just drop the foliage on the ground. Now this next one up top, I'll leave that one for now so you can see what I'm doing. Here we've got a lot of inside growth coming in, multiple branches that ultimately give the same type of coverage. So we'll make a couple of quick cuts here. I'll take a look at this bottom branch. I don't really want that one there, so I'll take that one out. Any of the small light foliage on the bottom, just something you can take off with your fingers. So we'll get that all out of the way. Again, you'll see lots of little foliage coming out all the way up the main stalks. You can just nip that off with your fingers. You don't need your pliers at all for that. Okay, now I generally step back, take a quick visual. I'll move to the other side. Let's bring this one back. This one's sticking out way too far. This bottom one here, I don't want it anymore. Let's take that one right out. There's one little one on the back here that you can't see. Just going for the overall shape. Taking another look. Now we'll take a look at this top one again. I'm just going to bring it down right here to let that one angle piece come out. This one that's moving forward, take it off right here. Going to take some more of this inside growth out. Again, a lot of that growth, I just nip it off with my finger. Now again, here we've got some branches all moving inward, multiple branches. We don't need them all. Let the tree get some air, let it breathe. Take out some of these little guys. Again, I make my cuts right close to the main stalks. Again, more multiple branches here. Once it opens up, you start seeing the textured layers. They look so cute. Take a look from the back. Okay, we notice on the left side we've got that one branch. Let's bring this one right back. A little bit heavy near the bottom still. Often where you have two branches flowing together in the same direction, we only need one. So again, right here we've got this one coming over this one. Let's take this one out. I'll take a look again and I'll think, nah, let's take the whole thing. A little bit more on the lower side here. Again, a few more branches off with my fingers. One quick peek. Bit more on the upper top here. Just a little bit crowded. I want that air to flow through. Almost there. One more look from both sides. One on the back that you can't see. It's just sticking out a little too far. And there we have it, the fresh spring look. Good for another year. Go ahead, grab your shears, make sure they're clean. Don't hesitate when you make the cut. And remember, the tree will always grow back. Thanks for watching.